mean, for the most part, I feel like Louisville has really lucked out, but parts of Kentucky have really gone through it with weather.
Yeah, we are under a state of emergency over in Mayfield because of that flooding that they've seen, record-breaking flooding. Thankfully, they did not see any fatalities, and that water receded pretty quickly as of updated last evening. Radar right now pretty clear here locally, seeing the thunderstorms fire up near Nashville. But for us, we're going to stay quiet throughout the first half of the day. However, the second half, again, we're under this risk of severe weather. It's been pretty typical for the summertime to be under that low-level risk with that main threat, you guessed it, being hail yet again. So we could see hail, some heavy downpours, which will also bring the risk of seeing maybe some flash flooding, low risk for that, as well as a lower risk for seeing those strong wind gusts in some of those thunderstorms. So there is an update with the trend of where the rain is heading. We'll be staying mostly dry, only an isolated storm throughout the first half of the day. Now a line will approach into the afternoon. 1-2 p.m. could enter Hardinsburg in Litchfield. However, the bulk of the storms could track farther south. In that scenario, we won't see as much rain in that forecast for E-Town, Litchfield, and the risk for severe weather will be much lower. However, if it tracks any farther north, then Jefferson County could see some of the worst weather. But recent trends show it staying south, so mostly dry for Indiana, potentially Louisville here in Kentucky could barely see anything. It really just depends where this line situates and starts to form as we head throughout the next few hours. So it's mainly targeting Bardstown, E-Town, Columbia. Will have to be weather aware throughout the afternoon of seeing that heavy rain and potentially some more hail. Clearing out by 5-6 p.m. in the evening, and then tonight, with this last-minute scattered showers, that's not going to be severe. That's just a cold front passing through. Could see some late-night rain, and then that front will be wiping it all away, bringing back that north wind, that dry, low humidity. Could see lingering clouds throughout Friday, but really going to be a nice setup. Temperatures not as bad. Partly sunny skies as we kick off your weekend ahead. Really should be a nice setup for your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm talking plenty of sunshine, and the best part, it's going to be low humidity. We're not going to have too uncomfortable of conditions. Temperatures will actually be a few degrees below average in the mid to upper 80s. And then once we head towards next week, difference with our temperatures. We're going to be above average, breaking into the low 90s by next Wednesday. The rain chances will stay at the lower end, hovering around a hit or miss chance of seeing an isolated pop-up storm next week. I also introduced a 20% on Sunday of potentially seeing a pop-up storm. But really today, the storms situating farther south. We'll keep you updated with each model update as the morning goes on.